Welcome to Week Roundup. We're up to Division 4 preliminary final, and welcome to Hosey.
G'day, how are you, Darcy?
Not bad, not bad. What did we see last week?
We watched Paynham last weekend, mate. But it's a big Division 4 grand
TJ was
final.
beside himself last week.
Yeah, he was, and
We'll come to that later, but see what I could hear on the radio
you were listening.
I was listening to it.
Okay.
Absolutely, I was. And TJ, well, they won, and so TJ does. So good on them.
Well, for all our listeners, they can listen this week, and it is the Division 4 grand final we'll be doing from the Albert and Oval.
Yes.
So it's North Haven and Morphettville Park. But first of all, there's last week.
Bit of an upset.
Yeah, well, I tipped Eastern Park. So did you?
Yeah.
I just thought out at home, out at Dwight, always tough to beat anyone out there. And Morphettville Park did it with considerable aplomb, mate. They 11-13-79 to Eastern Park 8-10-58, so 21 points to the good off, to the Roos. For Morphettville Park, Barry kicked 3, Doak kicked 3, Carlin kicked 2, Murphy kicked 2, and McConnell kicked 1. Better players: McConnell, Rainey, Baldwin, Barnett, and Roberts for Eastern Park, mate.
Yeah, we've got Woodward with 3, Cullen, Mansell, Williamson, Freeman, and Knapp. All with individuals, so they did spread around a bit. Eastern Park with best players: Feast, Didrikson, Webber, Williamson, and Woodward. But we see that they were actually Morphettville Park were down by 7 points at quarter time.
Yep.
But Eastern Park did not score at all in that second quarter, so that's obviously where they lost it. Where Morphettville Park kicked the 3-goal 4, so probably inaccurate kicking as well with the 4 points.
Yeah.
And they just continued on their way there and winning up by the 3-goal 3. So well done to Morphettville Park, who find themselves now in Division 3 with my boys. So no, well done. They've come into this division. A couple of years now, is it? A couple of years now, and
no, this is their first year.
So it is their first year. So well, they're Division 4 in the grand final, straight to Division 3. So they did find their spot, which is great.
I don't know anything about Morphettville Park at all,
No,
so we're about to see them for the first time on Saturday. So
well, I think Eastern Park will be pretty shuttered with that result. I think out there, I think they've been round the mark. They hit the top at some stage and they filled a second, but they've been round.
Oh, they had a few injuries. I know
Yeah.
that's not an excuse at this time of year, and they wouldn't be asking for an excuse. I know they had some though, but but every club has them at this time of the year.
Yeah.
There's always a few, and those who are lucky enough to have a week off, well, they've earned that right in the first place, but still, it's a huge advantage to have a week off at this time of the year. And any coaches who say, they come from a prelim final and say, I'd seen a play every week, well, they're kidding themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone prefers to have the week off because you can rest guys up, sore spots, things like that. Yeah.
But as I said, we are heading to Albert and Oval this week, which we are live calling the game. This is,
I'm led
to believe, this is history in the making. The first time a live call, you can listen to it live, has ever been done anywhere in amateur league. Is that correct? Or SA Adelaide footy?
I don't know. I've never heard of it, but you can actually listen live at the ground on 88.4. So those who are actually who are listening at the ground, they can have their mobile phones or transistor radios on 88.4, or if you're overseas, like last week we had people listening from London, we had them from the United States, things like that. We also had them from Darwin and Victor Harbour and everywhere in between. So you can actually listen in on the Mixler phone app, and that's in about a 10-second delay. So they're still getting it right there. But at the ground, they're listening live on 88.4. So you're not in any delay. So yeah. Really looking forward to it.
But even in Division 1, they don't live call it. It's called and they tape it so they can do it in a video format, DVD format. But that's what I'm led to believe, unless I'm mistaken. But history in the making, I think it is, Luke, for a grand final. And well done with what you've done to do this.
It's not just me. I've just come up with the ideas.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But so everyone who helps out, and it's all the film crew and all of us, and it's just good for footy.
Absolutely, it is. Promotes the game.
Promotes the
game.
It's good for the game. So,
but anyway, as you said,
North Haven, mate, taking on Morphettville Park.
North Haven, they've been number 1 all year. I don't think they've lost top spot. I think they probably started second, but they
lost one game to Edwardstown.
Yep, that was a shock enough. It didn't end up making the finals, but that's one of those games they had. So
The B's lost one. They're in the game. They're in the Division 4 reserves going final. They lost one, and the A's lost one. So they only lost 2 games in the A's and B's all year. So,
but look, I can't go against North Haven. I think they're absolutely smashed it this year. They've killed it. They've done very well both on and off the field. As you said, the B grade, they've got players that have always come up and stepped up if there's been injuries.
Yeah.
And like for me, Lippo there at full forward, he should bag over 6 or 7 this week, we hope. So as he's called live, it's going to be filmed, so he'll probably do his hair and do it nicely, make sure he's on there nicely. But
Lippo, we all have a bit of fun with Lippo. Lippo loves a bit of fun, but
he's
a
great
very, very good player.
Absolutely.
Got a great set of hands on him and a good kick for goal. And he poses an enormous threat to Northwood Park, but he's not the only one. There's a lot of guys I've had a fair bit of dealings with. Coaching them at Portland. Now they've gone off to North Haven. Mark Cocciaro is a really good player, so he can play off halfback. He can play off a wing. He can roll through the middle. Cocci kicked 4 the last game, so he's in a bit of touch.
Dicko's in fine form as well, Dickinson. So he's,
Dicko's coming off the bench doing his thing these days. But they got Brett Pedersen, who won the Division 4 medal last year. Now Pedo won a Division 2 medal when we went top a few years ago, beat Port District. So Pedo's obviously a big game player. And then there's the biggest game player of them all. We've got David Bird. Now Birdie's really good in and out. Right in that midfield and wins lots of hard contested footy. And I would have thought the big stage at the Albert and Oval was suitable to Birdie winning the medal. I would have thought.
Well, your pick. I'm going for North Haven.
Yeah, I think they'll win.
Yeah.
They got some really good players. I've just named a few. You've got Mark Rowe. In the ruck, they've got Big Champagne Manane, Richard Rosewell coming off the bench, doing some pinch hitting in the ruck. Lip up at full forward, Chrissy Lipson as well. Back half, Anthony Lorenzic and guys like that who are in pretty good touch. They're really good players. So they're very good footy. So I think North Haven will win by about 5 goals.
Yep, that's it, and good luck to both teams. They're both in Division 3 next year. Well done to both teams, and good luck for both teams, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Yep.